Chapter 12, Section 12.1. We're going to be talking about surface areas of things. And surface area is basically the area that you see if you were to paint this. So it's not the area within the box, but it's the area that's represented by the outside of the box. Section 12.1 basically is though just on shapes. And the first shape that we would talk about is a prism. Both of the things that you see up here on the board are prisms. Prisms basically are box shapes, or they, this would be what we call a rectangular prism. So with this, where the base of it is has a rectangular shape. Now the truth of the matter is I could turn this box like this and it would still be a rectangular prism, but this and this would be the bases of it. This, we still have a prism, okay, but the base is going to be your non-rectangular sides. So this is a six-sided figure, so it's a hexagonal prism. So these shapes, especially on the pyramids, have different parts to them, okay? So you have bases, you have faces, you have vertices, and you have edges. Now, a lot of this chapter is being able to take something that's drawn two-dimensionally and visualize it as a three-dimensional figure. Also, you're going to have to be able to draw some three-dimensional figures. If I were to look at this particular figure and I would say, what are the bases of this figure? The base is basically what it can sit on. So a lot of times it's the top and the bottom of a prism. If I were to talk about this shape right here on the board, I have a base that's F, E, H, G, which is the bottom. The top is A, B, C, D. Those are my two bases. Technically, there are also faces because face is a flat surface. But we would talk about the faces as being all the sides all the way around this. So this front side, A, D, H, G. This side right here, D, C, E, H. The back, B, C, E, F. And then this side over here, which would be A, B, G, or wait, A, B, F, and G. Then your vertices are all the points or the corners that you have. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Those are all my vertices. Okay, so these are your figures, and they're rectangles on this particular shape. Vertices are points that you have line segments coming into, and your edges are all your line segments. So AB, BC, CD, and DA. There's going to be a bunch of these. And then if I want to do the bottom, I've got GF, FE, EH, and EG. Okay, then so that takes care of around the top and around the bottom, and then I would have all the ones going up and down. So DH, CE, BF, and AG, and that would take care of the edges. A lot of your homework is going to be asking you to look at a figure and doing these exact same things. Okay, let's move on to another shape here. So those are your prisms. Pyramids all come to a point, but you can have square pyramids where the base is a square. You can have triangular pyramids where the base is a triangle. You can have octagonal pyramids where the base is an octagon. But on the pyramids, a lot of it is made up of triangles. Okay, so the triangles are the shape that comes up. So you have a prism, and all the different parts of a prism. You have pyramids. So just like you have triangular prisms where your bases would be a triangle, you have pyramidal or triangular pyramids. You have octagonal prisms. You have octagonal pyramids. The difference between those are that this comes to a point and that doesn't. I hope you understand what I mean by comes to a point. Let's say that I have, I'm not going to be able to draw it well, but that would be a triangular pyramid. It comes up to this point. It has a base. The base is always going to be your triangle on that one. But then it has these faces, which would be this triangle, and a triangle on the back. It has vertices here, 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 and here. And it has edges, okay? I've got some objects at church that I need to bring home that show you these different shapes, and I'll try and get those tomorrow. All right, a cylinder. A cylinder is like a can. A little bit easier to draw than the pyramid. It has two bases. The bases are circles. So if I call this E and F, the bases of the cylinder would be circle E and circle F. It doesn't have any edges, okay, because everything's round, and it doesn't have any vertices. Then we also have cones. Okay, cone, like an ice cream cone or like a orange construction cone. Its base is also a circle, so the base of this would be circle B. There is a vertex up here. We would name it by a point. Let's say we have vertex E. There are no edges. There are no faces besides the base. And then you have another shape you have is a sphere. Okay, so a sphere is like a ball. It would have no base, no edges, no faces, and no vertex. This first section is relatively easy. You're just naming these, recognizing these, calling them out, practicing drawing these. So I want you to do page 639 through 640, 16 through 21 all. There's some other stuff prior to this that they talk about, like orthogonal drawings, but we're not going to do the orthogonal drawings.